Hi, I am Anna. I come from www.ntvforex.com. Wall Street close bulls back in town. S&amp 500 tests all-time closing high. ntvforex.com news ID 78A8 FB 6 minutes ago by Ross J. Berland. S&amp 500 unofficially closed NBSP up 46.52 points, or 1.40%, at 3,380.21. DJIA unofficially closed NBSP up 298.14 points, or 1.08%, at 27,985.05. Nasdaq unofficially closed NBSP up 229.18 points, or 2.13%, at 11,012.00. U.S. benchmarks ended higher on Wednesday, buoyed by the U.S. inflation data, advances in the Big Five techs and despite the deadlock in Congress. The S&amp 500 was the NBSP head-turner NBSP as it NBSP flirted with new highs, trading to 3,387.89 in the last hour of the session, ending just below the all-time closing high having breached it earlier in the day. The Nasdaq and Dow also rose sharply. The Nasdaq was the first of the three major indexes to bounce back to an all-time high in June. The Dow remains below its February peak. The Dow Jones Industrial Average DJIA rose 289.93 points, or 1.05%, to 27,976.84. The S&amp 500 SPX gained 46.66 points, or 1.40%, to 3,380.35, and the Nasdaq Composite IXIC added 229.42 points, or 2.13%, to 11,012.24. Tesla Inc. TSLA shares jumped 13.1%, in one of the biggest boosts to the Nasdaq, after it announced a 5-for-1 stock split in an attempt to make its shares more accessible to employees and investors. The Big Five: Apple AAPL, Microsoft MSFT, Amazon.com AMZN, Alphabet Google, and Facebook FB accounted for 40% of the S&amp 500's near 47-point rise. US CPI NBSP beats expectations. Prices trended up in the US in July with the headline CPI up 0.6%, MMA twice the rise expected. Core CPI also rose 0.6%, its largest rise in nearly 30 years. Clothing prices lifted 1.1% while used cars gained 2.3% and fuel prices shot up 5.6%. This data and the PPI released a day earlier were both stronger than expected, but with the virus still raging in the US it may be some time before there is a sustained improvement in economic activity, analysts at ANZ Bank explained. SP500 levels. SP500 overview today. Last price 3,385 today. Daily change 5.25 today. Daily change percent 0.16 today. Daily open 3,379.75 NBSP trends. Daily SMA 20 3,271.7 daily SMA 50 3,183.26 daily SMA 100 3,003.92 daily SMA 200 3063.1 NBSP levels. Previous daily high 3,387. Previous daily low 3,363. Previous weekly high 3,353.75. Previous weekly low 3,264.25. Previous monthly high 3,293. Previous monthly low 3,073.5. Daily Fibonacci 38.2%. 3,377.83 daily Fibonacci 61.8%. 3,372.17 daily pivot point S1 3,366.17 daily pivot point S2 3,352.58 daily pivot point S3 3,342.17 daily pivot point R1 3,390.17 daily pivot point R2 3,400.58 daily pivot point R3 3,414.17 NBSP. Subscribe our channel to receive the news as soon as possible. Thank you for watching. If you want to read real-time news, Text messages to MT5 Expert Advisors page at https://m.me/mt5.expert.advisors.